I notice like every time I make these videos, there's almost always something Crash Bandicoot in here. I don't have a problem with that. It's just recently that like for the past 10 years, there's like nothing Crash Bandicoot, and now it's a lot, and I'm so happy. Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and welcome to Show and Tell. For the few that are new, Show and Tell is just my monthly pickup series. But for those who are subscribed and you actually know about this series, you're probably all like, hey, where's this guy been? For May, he didn't upload anything. And then for June, like I'm still waiting on something. What the hell happened? So there's a long story behind that. So first up for May, I literally got only 3 things. So I thought, let's just postpone it for another month because that's also gonna be my birthday. So I think it's gonna be a big haul. And it ended up being quite a hefty haul. But then why is it going like past mid-July then? Well, that's mainly because every time I try to shoot this video, there's always something wrong. A lot of it being because either like my hair like didn't look great or something, because I'm very picky about my hair, unfortunately. So I had to get a new haircut before I shot the video. And plus, like, either the lighting or the sound wasn't all that great, and I wasn't just happy with the video. So I gotta make sure everything's great. But then also, I was down at Myrtle Beach for a week, so hey, that was my first real vacation. Never been to the beach in my life, so that's a great time. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be showing any of that. That's gonna be for July pickups. And no, July pickups is not gonna be late. It's not gonna be like 2 months later or anything. I'm not waiting or anything. I already got plenty of stuff for July, like not just from the vacation. So we're gonna have one at the end of July, so yay. So anyway guys, for those who are subscribed, I'm so sorry for making this video super late. So let's get into what all I got. So the first thing that I got for May, I'm gonna be going over my May pickups first and then June, obviously. So the first thing I got for May was this booster box of Pokemon XY Evolutions. Now this is the first ever booster box that I've ever gotten. And I was really excited for this set, like, since it came out, because it's just a reprint of the base set. And plus, I thought it'd be fun to do an unboxing of a booster box. And I also did that with my girlfriend, so if you haven't seen that, you can click right here. We got some amazing pulls, like, right in the very beginning. And also, you get to hear me squeal, and it's pretty great. The video didn't get really as many views as I would want it to. It took forever to get, like, over 100 views. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And I said I was probably gonna do another one if it did well, but since it didn't do well, probably not. But also, the fact that, like, after you buy a booster, you have like so many extras, and these things aren't cheap, so I'm probably not gonna do another one anytime soon. I think when the Neo reprint comes out, I might try to do an unboxing video of that, because I think that'd be a fun installation of my collection as well. But we'll see what happens. Next up, I got this game called Runner 3. Now, Runner 3 is actually an indie game, and I've loved the Runner games since they've come out. There was a whole line of Bit Trip games on the Wii, and then they got re-released on 3DS. But Runner 2 was my absolute favorite game throughout the series. Runner 3, on the other hand, it's decent, but it's not as good as 2, in my opinion. Like, later into the game, they literally, like, throw things at you, and it's, like, you gotta have, like, super fast, reflexes to like really respond to it, because it's not like you can see it in front of you like for a while so you can actually respond to it properly. So sometimes it feels unfair at that point. So I kind of like put this down after I got like so many worlds in. Plus, it's not as long. There's not as many levels. So if you want to play Runner 3, I would say wait until there's a big sale on it. Like, if you get it for like 10 bucks or less, then sure, give it a shot. But for like 30 or 40 bucks, depending if you want it on digital or if you want it in case like this, honestly, I would say wait on it. Like, it's not worth that price. At least not for me. But I love how this game is like actually like comes with a mini soundtrack, a manual, and then it comes with a little keychain too. But that keychain's like hanging over there, and I didn't feel like getting it. For the last part of May, I got, it's technically one package, but like, it had to order it in 2 pieces, and that is this Crash figure alongside with this jet board. But then they go together like 2 peas in a pod. So anyway, I got this because as a kid, I always had these. Like, I loved Crash figures as a kid, and I remember having this one in particular. In fact, I actually still have my childhood jet board. It's just mine, like, it didn't have these floaty things on it, so that's pretty shitty. But the main reason why I got this was not just because, oh, nostalgia. I got it because there's NECA figures coming out now, and there's going to be a NECA Jetboard Crash coming out probably within the next few months. And I'm super excited for that, so I think if I do a figure review of that, I think it'd be really great to do a comparison in the review, you know? And plus, you know, it's still a cool figure. And that's literally all I got for May. So now you can see why the video would have been really short, and that's why I waited. So now let's move on to my June stuff. Now, first thing I got was the Sage Mode Naruto SH Figuarts. Now, for those who actually collect these figures, you probably knew, like, if you were following since the beginning, we have been waiting for years for this figure. They announced it, like, I don't know how many years ago, and then they never gave us real updates on this thing. And now that's finally released. It's actually a decent figure. Like, one thing that I should like about it, but I'm kind of mixed about it anyway because weird, is here, first up, it doesn't come with enough Naruto faces like regular Naruto, not Sage Mode. It only comes with one regular Naruto face. It should come with more, in my opinion. But anyway, here, the face that it comes with is actually more close to the manga than the anime. So for those who are fans of the manga, they're gonna be really happy with that. Personally, like, I'm not really into the manga, and, like, the way it looks compared to the anime is, like, really different, and it looks weird to me. But that's just a gripe on my side. Like, it's not an overall flaw with the figure, but it does reuse a lot of assets, and it's just not as great as it should be. Like, it should have came with different faces or more faces, to be honest. I'm debating on doing a review of this because I want to start picking up figure reviews again really soon, actually. So I might do a review on this soon enough, and I'll be bringing in the other Naruto Sage Mode figure as well, like the one without the robes where it's just a Sage Mode eyes and never send Shuriken. But anyway, I think it's a great addition to the collection. Even if you already have a Naruto figure, like, you should still pick this up. And next up, I want to actually give a huge shout out to my boy Manny for hooking me up with this. Like, he didn't give this to me. Like, he pretty much gave me money for this, and I didn't ask him for it either. I just showed him, hey, look at this. This looks really sweet, and then he just donated like 40 bucks. Just so I can have this and plus some pages. And this is my new Pokemon binder. So here, this is actually like brand new from '98, and this thing is pristine, honestly. Like, the guy didn't even touch it on eBay. I forget how much it was. It was probably like $25. Like, for $25, it's actually like really good for like a retro, like pristine condition thing. So I decided to collect Pokemon cards again, like as you saw earlier with the booster box. But I still have like a good chunk of my childhood cards. I don't have them all. It's not that I got rid of them. It's just like either like kids stole from me or some just disappeared, I don't know. But I still have a good chunk of my cards. So I decided to reorganize them and put them in this binder. And I'm trying to eventually go for some complete sets. As of right now, my goal is to go for all 151 but in the original arts. And for those that have like variants, like one's from base and another one's from like forest or something, or jungle, I mean. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna really do about that. Like, I tried to have like mainly the base set cards, but like if I already have them in like different sets, then like it doesn't really matter to me. So my goal is to go for 151 first, and then after that, then go for complete sets, because then it's just gonna make my job easier. But base set 2, fuck that. Like, that annoys me, honestly. So I went to a local like card shop. Well, honestly, it was at a flea market, but he has a little stand. I've been going to him since I was a little kid, so when I bought cards, I went to this guy. So when I started picking up cards again, I decided to go to him again and rebuy a bunch of cards. Like, the first day, I spent like 20 bucks, unfortunately. Like, my budget originally was like $10, but then somehow it boosted up to 20 because I had my girlfriend with me and she made me buy $2 $3 cards. And now, like, whenever, like, before I start working, I'll go through and see if there's anything that I don't have. Like, I just picked up a Venomoth card for like only $1. But there's also a few cards in there that I found that I do need. Like, I found a base set Mewtwo, a fossil Articuno, so I'm probably gonna pick those up. They're like 10 bucks a piece though, so not looking forward to paying for that, but like, I do want to try to go for the full set though eventually. But yeah, like, so far I'm pretty proud of the collection. And then we also get into the XY Evolutions. This set I actually do want to try and complete sometime. Not gonna be easy, but I believe in myself. I can do it. And plus, like, as long as I get the Charizard cards like soon enough, so the prices don't go up eventually, all the other cards should be like relatively cheap. And I love this page of like just energies. It looks so good. I never had a page just dedicated to energies like this, but like now I got it and it's like really cool looking. Yeah, and then we got like legendaries, promos, and other shit like that. And then eventually some other sets and stuff. I'm not gonna go for too many complete sets, but like, I'm still proud of what I have, you know? So anyway, thank you, Manny, so much for hooking me up with this. Like, this is so freaking sweet. And now I'm excited to collect Pokemon cards again. Oh my god, I almost forgot about this. I wanted to show this off, like, as well as like my Naruto figure, but like here, I guess I didn't write down everything that I picked up, so whoops. So I've been trying to collect the Kingdom Hearts SH Figuarts, but since Ami just shut down my account, It's getting harder to do that now for a good price. But I just recently picked up a Goofy SH figure for about like 50 bucks. But after picking up Mickey and Donald, like, I didn't really have high expectations on like how the articulation and how like the figure was gonna be, because those figures are relatively expensive, like they're 35 bucks a piece, and like they're really lacking in like articulation and stuff. Like they should be a bit better, but it's whatever. But Goofy, like even though he's 50 bucks, so that's still kind of steep. I'm honestly surprised because his body's proportions, like I wasn't expecting much. But I'm honestly genuinely like I'm shocked. Like it's actually a decent figure. Like it exceeded my expectations. But I had pretty low ones though, to be fair. But anyway, this is honestly a good figure. Like besides Sora, this is probably my favorite figure in the set. But I'm gonna try to go for a complete set of Kingdom Hearts, hopefully. Review? Yeah, probably not. We'll see what happens. And now here comes the part where it's my birthday pickups. So here my girlfriend got me a few things, and then my friend Eric got me a few things. I'm gonna show off Eric's things first. Here he went to Too Many Games. I wanted to go to Too Many Games for the longest time, but unfortunately I just never had the money and I never had the time to try and do it. But one day, maybe one day, I'll do it. Because it's just getting better and better now. Because mainly I just want to try and meet YouTubers. Like, YouTubers I actually care about. So, fuck VidCon. Go to Too Many Games. So anyway, here a long time ago, I think it was over, like, in past Wizard World or something. Here he got me the autograph of Lex Lang. And he's the voice actor for Neo Cortex. And Crash Bandicoot is, like, my favorite thing of all time. So, like, that meant a lot to me. So now I guess I'm gonna have a wall of villains now, because he just got me a few more autographs from some other villains. First up, we got Mike Pollock, you know, the guy who plays Eggman. So, hell yeah. And I can't remember who this guy is, but here he is the guy who voices Bowser. So, that's pretty sweet too. So, I gotta frame these up, and then I'm gonna hang them. I gotta reorganize that wall then, so I'm gonna have a wall of villains. But anyway, this is like really cool, so thank you, Eric, for that. I think if I go to Too Many Games, I'm probably gonna bring something related to Eggman. Like, I'm probably gonna bring an Eggman figure and have Mike Pollock sign his butt. So we'll see what happens. And now it's time for what Lauren got me. Now, this is something that I've wanted since I was a kid, but I honestly didn't think I was ever gonna be able to get one. And that, ladies and gents, is a NES. No, not the mini. Like, the mini one's over there. But I got this one, the thick one, the big fat baby, the grandpa of all Nintendo consoles. As a kid, I had the Super Nintendo, and I always wanted to play the original Mario games, but I didn't know Mario All-Stars was a thing, because when I had my Super Nintendo, like, it was like phasing out, and it was like already in the like, PlayStation N64 era. But I did have some good games though, to be fair. I did have Mario World, I had Mario Kart, I had Mario's Time Machine. I did actually have a good selection of games. Like, most of my games that I had, like, in today's market is probably worth, like, anywhere from, like, over $10 to, like, 20, mid-20s, somewhere around there. Anyway, I actually don't have that Super Nintendo anymore. But now I got an NES, so now I gotta go get a Super Nintendo and N64 so that I can have all the main Nintendo consoles. I don't have those yet. And for a Nintendo fanboy who's in his mid-20s, that's actually quite an insult. So I gotta do that now. But some of you are probably wondering, am I gonna get into NES collecting? Honestly, probably not. I'll probably get Mario and Duck Hunt just to have that, and then maybe eventually go for like 2 and 3 and stuff. Like, if I find games for cheap, then I'll do it. But I'm not gonna be spending over $20 on a freaking game, or $10. Because the retro collecting market right now is so freaking stupid and I hate it. So fuck that noise. This is mainly just gonna be for show. Now, this has absolutely nothing to do with like gaming in one way or another. This is actually more of an anniversary type of thing. Here, when I got this, me and Lauren have been together for 6 months, and we're getting pretty close to 7 months really soon. And honestly, that's the longest relationship I ever had, so that's fucking sad. But anyway, here she made 100 reasons on why she loves me. She gave this to me on my birthday, but I didn't want to read it until our 6 months. So I read them, and it was sweet. So thank you, Pumpkin. And also thank you, Eric, for like getting me those autographs too. But yeah, I see myself marrying Lauren in the future. Like, it's gonna be great. And oh ho ho, we're not done yet, folks. There wasn't enough Crash Bandicoot in this video, so let's throw in a few more Crash Bandicoot things. Now, this thing, I've been obsessed with since I got it. Like, in fact, if you actually see my Instagram, you could probably see how obsessed I am with this thing. Which, by the way, follow me on Instagram. That is the NECA Crash Bandicoot figure. Now, as a kid, I had the Resource line. Like, the one that you saw earlier in the video, that's like one of the figures I've had as a kid. But this, by far, is the absolute best Crash Bandicoot figure I've ever had. It does have flaws, unfortunately. I've done a review on this, so click right here. Like, the paint isn't the absolute best. They should have done a lot better on the paint. Like, the blending should have been better. The hair should have been a different color. But the sculpt and articulation, like, this is the absolute best Crash figure that we've had. And it's probably going to be the best Crash figure we're going to have. I kind of wish it had more accessories, though. Like, I wish it had different hands, different faces. But, yeah, buy it. If you love Crash Bandicoot, get it. Like, this is the absolute best figure you're gonna get. And also, like, he's not asking me for this, but this guy on Instagram, ML Customs, okay? Link's gonna be in the description if I remember. He actually bought a few of these, and he's gonna be customizing them to represent other Crash appearances, like how he would look in other games like Twinsanity or Crash of the Titans or whatever. He's already done a Crash of the Titans Crash, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really impressive. I wish he would have like did something with the shoes. He didn't really do anything with the shoes, but overall, like, his paint work, his sculpting work, it looks like it was actually made like that out of the factory. At least the way the pictures look, it's phenomenal. His paint job's immaculate. Like I know, like, Anthony's Customs is like probably like the best figure customizer, but like ML Customs, like, he's up there. Like, he's really, really good. So if you're interested, link will be in the description. Check him out. And by the way, you can actually check out Instagram on your computer. Like, that's kind of cool. It's not as good as using it on your phone. It's nowhere as fleshed out, but like, if you want to look at pictures on someone's page, you can do that. Pretty rad. And no, this is still not enough for Crash Bandicoot. We got one more thing, and that is this Crash Bandicoot collectible micro blocks figurine. Now, I think if you picked up like Crash on like Xbox or Switch, you got this. My brother just got this for me. He doesn't play Crash. He just knew somebody who got it, I guess, and just bought this off of him. So fuck yeah. I know there's a Spyro one too, and I want a Spyro one, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. Honestly, I wanted this, but like, I didn't need it, you know? But god damn, like, look at that. I'm excited to build that. I actually have a Sonic one like this, so I'm excited to make a Crash one, so hell yeah. I like how the box looks like a crate. I like Crash a lot. It's actually a really bad obsession. So that is my monthly pickups of both May and June. Thank you for watching Show and Tell. And if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social media, so if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, do that. Also got a P.O. box, so if you want to send in Crash Bandicoot things and make me cry, you can do that. No lie, like, whenever I get anything or see anything Crash Bandicoot, I cry about it. So if you want to see me cry on camera, send things to the P.O. box. I will appreciate it. I'll cry about it. So I guess, in a couple of weeks, I guess, I'm gonna upload pickups for July. So look forward to that. Again, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. So peace, peace.